it to last?
Okay.
I think it's the man need the woman.
Okay, man needs a woman.
From what I've seen.
All right.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Half of the time, like females, we take a lot. Like she said earlier, females were strong, but we're most likely the ones to leave, to be honest. Like, I'm be real. It's very rare. I heard my homeboys, like, they may talk their shit, like, yeah, I'm done with that bitch, fuck that bitch. But they really don't leave. You feel me? Like, it takes the female to leave for a nigga to be like, oh, she left me? Oh, fuck that hoe. Now I'm finna go, you feel me, do my thing. So I feel like it's the man need the woman, because they eventually always come back, and that's what I feel like. I don't know. I don't feel like no female.
You do realize that you just contradicted yourself, right?
I said both, but you want me to pick, so I'm just.
Well, I said the question was who needs to like, or who needs to need and or love, whatever term you guys want to use, for the relationship to last. But then in your example, you just specified that women are the ones that are more likely to leave.
Men. That man need them. How? I just said what it is. The man's gonna love the woman more.
Yeah, but you just said that women are more likely to leave, and I said that women, and I said for the relationship to actually last. Okay, that's fine. What about you?
Same answer, nigga.
So at first, I was going to say that women definitely need to love the man first, but the way that you reworded the question and the dynamic of the relationship, I feel like men are way more easier to leave than women.
Yeah.
Women are going to stay through thick and thin, whether you cheat on her, whether you get somebody pregnant,
That's
whether
true.
you know she just walked in on you fucking somebody else.
You're preaching.
Women are going to stay. But in order for the relationship, who needs who more, I feel like women need the men more. Because at the end of the day, why do you think these women stay in 3, 4, 5, 7, 10-year relationships, even though the man has done them dirt? Why do you think marriages still work to this day, or the old marriages actually, in case? Because it's been 50 years, and how many times has that man screwed up? But how many years they still been married together?
Right. So you think women need men more, but then you also made the argument that men leave relationships more than women do?
Yes, because at the end of the day, men are quick to leave.
That's not true. That's not correct at all.
Why do you say that?
Statistically speaking, women end 70 to 80% of the relationships.
Yeah, but after how many times?
That's true.
After how many times have they stayed? After how many years have they stayed? And
They still leave.
But how many times are men? What? How many times have men be like?
You catch me cheating? Are you gonna stay?
Okay then. That's not even. Yes, it is. Yes,
no,
it is.
But the argument is who ends up leaving? It's women.
No, the argument.
Doesn't matter how it happens. They still leave.
Argument actually was who needs who more in the relationship
in order for it to last.
In order for it to work.
Yes, but you substantiated your stance on a faulty premise.
He kills me when he talks.
At the end of the day, women need men more, because at the end of the day, women stay longer and would stay and through a whole bunch of bullshit before leaving a man.
That's not true.
A man can cheat 5,000 times, and that man.
I understand your conclusion, but the way you got to your conclusion is incorrect.
Listen, okay, so let me fix it for you. Let me help you understand where I'm coming from.
Okay.
A man can cheat 5,000 times, and that lady will still stay there through thick and thin. But as soon as a woman cheats, says, "Oh my God, it's the end of the world. I can't believe you did this to me. I'm leaving."
Okay.
Point blank.
Once again,
sorry.
So you can say that, you can use the example of cheating, but statistically speaking, women overwhelmingly end relationships more than men do.
But at the end of the day, you're speaking about statistically, but how many women in those statistics have left after the first, second, third, fifth, 5, 6, 17th time?
The statistic not about that. The statistic
that's irrelevant.
No, it is relevant, because think about it. It don't matter. What do you talk? It is relevant, because at the end of the day, the woman could leave after the 7th time, but she still ended up leaving. That's why the statistic.
The bottom line is that women leave more. Is my point. Men don't leave relationships; women do.
And he's telling you, because I just said that.
How did you come to your hypothesis? Like, how'd you come to that
men
point?
don't even leave because they don't stop talking to you for like 6 months to a year, and still probably double back to see what you got going on. If you still got stupidness going on, then he just don't.
But how many times do women be delusional and stay?
I mean, some of y'all get y'all delusionalness from the little person in y'all head too. Now your friends.
Right. So this is an example of what I mean when I say I can say something that's factual and you'll argue with me about a fact. Like,
I'm not arguing with you on what's statistical. I'm not arguing on the fact that women leave more than men. I'm not saying that. But how many times does it take a woman to leave?
You're talking about the why when the why isn't relevant.
But yes, it is.
It isn't.
But it is, because at the end of the day,
you made the argument that women leave men are more likely to leave relationships. That's factually incorrect. It's 100%. That's wrong.
You corrected me on that, and I corrected myself when I said at the end of the day, okay, if women leave more, how many times did it take that woman to leave? That's what I'm saying. You're not focused on the how many times. You're focused on the fact that women leave in general.
Yeah.
Because that's the pertinent part of the conversation.
But how many times did it take a man to leave?
Because remember, what was the original question I asked? What was the original question I asked?
How long? I mean, which partner would need to love each other more in order for it to last?
And what did I say?
And for it to last, correct?
What did I say?
So therefore, for it to last, that means no party can leave, correct? Okay. And then she made the argument that men leave more, and I said no, they don't. It's the women that leave more.
Yeah, I even said women leave. I even said women leave in my argument.
You see now why it's pertinent for me to correct you on that stance, because it's critical to the question?
Gotcha, bitch. You would think.
Gotcha.
You would think you still stand by that in this generation.
Damn.
It's even more so. Do you look at divorce rates?
I do, actually.
Okay, so then who leaves more?
Women.
That's
isn't it?
That's what he's saying.
But
so what are you arguing?
But are we going to argue about statistics, or are we going to argue behind the facts of statistics? Yes, women leave more, but how many times does it take for how many times?
That's not the point, though.
Yes, but it tunes into the point, though.
Right now.
Because at the end of the day,
but I
can say that a man leaves more, but a man will leave off the first, second
guys,
time.
Guys, we're going to go to Rumble at this point. Come on over to Rumble. And we'll
let's just finish with this line of questioning, then we'll switch over.
Yeah, to Rumble, yeah.
But we're gonna start switching over to Rumble here in a second. Sorry, so go ahead. You were saying something?
I'm saying, yes, women are more likely to leave, but how many times? How long has it took them to leave a relationship compared to how long does it take a man to leave a relationship? A man will stay in a relationship with a female. Why? Because they're pussy. Point blank. Period.
No,
I don't care.
Really.
I don't care if the girl is being annoying, because guess what? When I call her at 10 o'clock at night, what's she gonna do? Pick up and give me some pussy, right or right?
You're changing the premise of the conversation.
I'm not
the question was
still
purely
plays into the part.
This is why
this is why what?
This is
I mean,
why,
some women are great conversation holders. Like, coochie don't be everything. Like a man will literally call a female at 2 o'clock in the morning.
You guys just see how we just deviated into a whole other thing.
It's just
deviated into a whole other
next
conversation.
question. We ain't getting nowhere.
The question was simply, what party needs to need the other more
in order for
the relationship to last?
And I answered the question.
And then you said, I think women need to like men more. And I was like, okay, that's your stance. But then you went ahead and said, I think that because men leave relationships more than women do, and that's just not factually correct.
What can I say how I feel?
She said I'm the last one.
That's just not factually correct. So, I mean,
waiting on that.
That's an interesting way to come to that conclusion.
I don't know. From everyone's point of view, I don't know. But to me, we need each other. If we can't have each other, it ain't never gonna work.
Bruh. But that's what I said.
That's a politically correct answer. But to actually answer the question, what party needs to like or need the other one more?
Y'all don't jump on my shit now, but this is just for me. I feel like a man needs a woman, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you, at the end of the day, when stuff goes wrong, who does a man run to? Either the mom.
A woman.
Or his woman, right?
Or his sister. Or any woman.
But the main two, I'm going to my mom
and my
or my woman. When stuff crumbles, when stuff hit the fan, anything, it doesn't matter.
Anything in your life.
Anything hits the fan, I'm gonna.
Half of y'all can't even fucking twist a damn jar off the lid of a jar.
But listen, that don't matter. We're talking about men and women, not girls and boys.
All right, so you're saying when things go bad, he calls his mom or his girl. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Question for you then. Where did you what made you come to that conclusion? Is it past experiences maybe?
Yes. And I've dealt with someone.
So every guy that you know has went to their mother or girlfriend.
I'm not gonna say every guy, but most people
that I know.
Mom, come on, you have a lot of mama's boys now. Come on. Okay. And girls be mad about that shit.
Y'all ain't dating them though.
I date.
Yeah, you damn right, cause my baby a mama's boy, and I love it. Okay. So yeah.
All right. So so your guy that you're with now?
No, not my guy that I'm with now, because rest in peace, his mom is deceased. Yeah, his mom. But okay, past relationship.
So past relationships.
I'm not gonna say who. I'm just past relationship.
Okay.
Not gonna put anything on it.
Okay.
Always ran to the mom.
Okay.
Shit.
He went to the mom.
Yes, and sometimes when him and the mom into it, he coming to me. Okay. I know everything about
now. Let me ask you this: Did he have a father?
No.
Yeah.
He getting somewhere.
He had a father dead, but he had a father figure. You understand?
That's why he
the man that's been there his whole life.
He didn't have a biological father.
He did, but things just what. Yeah, basically.
Okay. So you feel like it's a difference if they did?
Oh, I am.
I feel like you're shouting.
I'm sorry. Let me stood back a little bit.
Yeah, she was yelling.
I'm sorry, you guys.
Okay.
So. Interesting. So the men that the past relationship and the men that you're framing here, you're saying that they normally go to the, a matriarch in their family.
Not just speaking on my relationships.
Okay, but other men.
Yes.
Do you think that's a byproduct of them coming from fatherless households?
Maybe.
Yep.
It could be because sometimes if a man ain't got his dad, I mean, all I have is my mom to go to.
Yeah.
She's the only one that's, guiding me. I don't have a father figure to teach me to be an actual man. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
So, yeah.
Do you think that's the, assuming you have both parents, do you think the mother is the person to go to for problem solving? Assuming you had both parents, who do you think would be the better problem solver
I mean,
in
sometimes
a healthy relationship?
it just depends because this is just me. I just feel like, okay, the son is closer to the mom, so he's going to always go to the mom, it depends on what it is. But he's going to go to the mom because she's always going to show that love and affection. I go to dad, man up,
Yeah, but who do you think is actually better for the problem solving is what I'm asking. Not about who feels better or whatever, but who do you think is going to actually be able to solve the problem, assuming you have both parents in a stable household?
I feel like it depends on the situation.
Yeah, it depends on the situation.
Every situation is different.
Well, she gave more like seems like financial issues, like you said business crumbling or something like that was one of the
No, I
things you
just
made?
said anything hits the fan. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything that's happening in your life.
And
not
the woman
even
gonna be there.
financially. It's just anything. Me and this person going through it. Your mom's gonna sit through it there and listen. She's a woman. Your dad, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Some dads now, not all.
I'm just saying, but okay, where I'm from, I'm just saying a lot of dads
ain't there.
Yeah,
Real talk.
I'm gonna speak from where I'm from, kinda. That's some hood shit,
I feel it, and I understand 110%.
Do you think that's the most appropriate way to deal with problems, though? Is going to the mom?
No.
I feel like whoever can help you, that's who you should go to. Whoever has the right path for you, that's who you should go to. Man or woman, it doesn't matter.
I feel like I'm in the middle with that because when it comes to a relationship, you can't go to your mama for everything. Male-wise, you really can't.
That's why I say
it depends. Male or female.
Like I said, it depends on the person and the situation. Like everybody ain't mature.
You
to deal
said
with
go
that.
to in a relationship. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying in general. Like sometimes going to your people's, your mom, it ain't good sometimes.
As a grown up, I don't feel like you need to go to anyone with your relationship because that messes your people up.
Their
with
image
them.
of that person.
Yeah, keep your relationship between y'all. I don't care what you go through, how bad it is. If you're not gonna go to the police about it, then shut up. Yeah. You're gonna go back. Shut up.
I feel like, because I'm speaking from a place where both my parents, they're not together, but I could still call either one of them.
Right.
And then my partner's, his parents are still actively together. Mm-hmm. So it's like me and him will have problems. Depending on what the situation is, he'll call his mama.
Wait.
Oh, he calling
finish
his
your
mama?
point. No, finish your point, and then we'll make the switch.
Oh, like depending on what we going through, he'll probably call his mama. And if we going through something serious, like you don't need a female standpoint because we're considered most nurturing creatures, like we're emotional. So before we think about logic, we thinking about how somebody about to die, how we feel. We putting our feelings into it. So it ain't logic, it ain't wisdom at all. It don't make no sense. You just thinking from your heart and your booty crack.
No, it just depends on the age.
But I would say it's not good to tell people your business, but being that I'm young and I do have older friends, sometimes you need that mature advice.
And
so
point of view.
It might not be your mama that you want to go to tell your business, but somebody that has that little old soul in them that give you that, not what you looking to hear, but what you need to hear.
Right.
Yes. I don't want to have a yes man as a friend. I want to have somebody who's going to keep it real with me 100% whether I'm going to get mad or not.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we'll I'll give my take on this because this is interesting that you guys think most of you think that man needs the woman.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of you guys gave basically reasons why you think she's single, she's too dominant, assertive. One of you didn't know. One, you think the ego because she's accomplished and it's men's fault. And then looking you think it's her. She's just looking in the wrong places for a guy. So guys, come on over to Rumble and we'll continue the discussion over there because you guys were wrong about so much stuff, but that's fine. We'll go continue.
Oh my God.